Hello everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are building an 80s inspired house, and this house is part of a collab that I'm part of, and it's an 80s collab, and I will write down the hashtag here on the screen, I think, somewhere, so that you can check out all of the amazing entries on Instagram. So yeah, you should really do that because there are amazing entries and I've already seen some sneak peeks and they are amazing. So yeah, you definitely should check this out. So this house here is built in Del Sol Valley, and I really don't build often here, so I'm super excited, but I just thought that this house fits here really nice, and it's also for a Rockstar. So again, Del Sol Valley would be like really suited for that, I think. So that's why I went with this world. And yeah, so a rock star is living here, and I went with this totally crazy colorful interior, and yeah, it's really out of my comfort zone, I would say. Also the exterior of the build is like really simple, and that's something I don't do. And it doesn't look cute, and normally I do cute builds, and this one is not cute, but I really do hope that you like how it turned out, because I definitely do. So the house is for 1 or 2 Sims. Yeah, as I said, I imagined a rock star living here, so there are a lot of music related items. But of course you can have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or she, or whatever. So yeah, there is a double bed and 2 Sims can sleep there. Yeah. So now I'm trying to line out the whole shape of the house, or the shell, because I didn't like that it looked so plain, and you can see me trying to figure out if I want to place some flower boxes here on this window or not, like a dozen of times, because I'm thinking it looks so plain, but I couldn't. All of the flower boxes were not really matching this whole 80s vibe I was going for. So yeah, there are no flower boxes on the outside, and that's something I don't do as well, because I always like to like clutter everything up, and even on the outside. So yeah, but you would probably not see from the outside how colorful the inside is. So yeah, but I had so much fun with those colors and experimenting with the colors, I think, because it's, yeah, again, totally out of my comfort zone. But I really do hope that you like it. And yeah, so here I'm creating a little pathway or driveway to the garage, and the garage door is from City Living, and I will switch it later to another garage door, which I painted in the live mode. So it's just the garage door from City Living, but in painted, because in live mode you can paint the garage doors. And I think that this made the whole house look a little bit more nicer and a little bit more colorful, so I quite enjoyed that. Yeah. And now I'm just placing a mailbox and some trash cans, and I recently got a question about those trash cans, and I don't know if it's like mentionable why I placed on more than 1 trash can, or even though if the house is like really small, then the sim doesn't produce that much garbage that you would need more than 1 trash can. But in Germany here we do separate our garbage, and it's just something which is like in my head that you have to have at least 2 of those trash cans. I think we have like 4 different ones here, like for plastic and paper and yeah, all of that stuff. So we do separate our garbage, and I think that's quite nice and good, because it's better for the environment like that. So that's why I always place down, or most of the times place down more than 1 trash can. It's just in my head like that you need more than one. I don't know. Yeah, so now I'm starting with the landscaping. Yay, my favorite part. And I'm using these bushes, which came with cats and dogs, I think, from the debug catalog, because they are not that vibrant and colorful like the normal ones which we have in the build and buy. And I just used some lavender bushes and some base game flowers, and yeah, and I'm also placing down some sunflowers because I like them and it looks cute. So yeah, it's a pretty simple landscaping, but I've tried to go with something different than normal because my landscaping tend to look the same, but I'm recently trying to change that up. So yeah, and I'm quite enjoying this. And I've also used some plants from Strangerville. I think those flowers, they are also from the debug catalog, so in case you were wondering. Yeah, and here I'm trying to figure out again some flower boxes, but I end up deleting them again. Yeah, here is just a little love seat on the front porch, and yeah, some flowers. So yeah, not too much, but a little bit. Yeah, and I'm also placing down some trees because I thought there's something missing, and then I realized, oh, I didn't place down any trees, and yeah. So now I'm just fixing the terrain. Yeah, I really do like this terrain tool that we have in The Sims 4. I think it gives the whole houses so much more depth to it. I think without the terrain paint, my houses would not look that nice how they do. I really do like that. So yeah, now I'm just placing some flower boxes here on the outside because I had the space there, and yeah, there's also a bike, and here is this painted garage door that I was talking about, in case you were wondering. Yeah, and there's also a bee box, so really nice, and a bike because the bike was quite suitable. And also I placed down a car there, but I really have to say I have no idea what kind of cars were like in the 80s, which kind of cars you would drive there. So I hope that the car which I choose like matches. I'm not quite sure about that, but I hope you don't mind too much. But if you do, you can of course just delete the car and that should be fine. Yeah, so here I'm using these colorful lounge chairs, and I love them here. They look so adorable. I think they are beautiful because the color, it matches perfectly with the whole vibe, and they look like 80s to me, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm decorating the backyard already. So there's a barbecue and also some place to hang up and dry your laundry, a little fireplace. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the outside. I think I'll also place down a seating area somewhere, and yeah, again, I'm using these debug stones like everywhere. I really adore them. I think they are so nice, and yeah. So now I'm just fixing the terrain paint, and yeah, I think I will just place down some more items. Yeah, so I don't really have that much to say about the backyard now. So yeah, yesterday I've just recorded my Shell Challenge tour, and I did that with a face cam. So yeah, I think the video should be up sometime next week, and I have a winner. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. It's coming soon, and yeah, I think on Tuesday there will be a spooky build, or not maybe spooky, but something with the new pack, because I definitely going to buy this one, because have you seen the items? I think it looks so amazing, and yeah, we get so much clutter, or not much, but we get clutter, and I love clutter, and I'm really looking forward to this cow we have like in a glass. I think this one looks really nice, and also the plants. We have a hanging plant, and this one looks so beautiful. Yeah. So, but now we are on the inside, and here is the kitchen, and I really get like those old vibes from the kitchen, I would say. I think like the color on the wall is like horrible. If I had a kitchen like that, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I would definitely try to change it up, but yeah. And I'm using these base game counters. and the matching cabinets. Yeah, I don't think that I ever used them before, but the color was pretty suitable, and that's why I've used it. So yeah, here I'm just adding some curtains from, how is it called, Parenthood, and now I'm trying to figure out the living area, and you can probably already see that it's like super colorful. And yeah, it will even get more colorful. So I had a lot of fun with experimenting with those colors. So yeah, I think the one couch there is from Nifty Knitting and the other one is from Parenthood, I guess. And the coffee table is also from Parenthood. Yeah, and here on the wall I did this kind of sideboard thing with base game counters or cabinets, and I really do like that because the color like fits, I think. Yeah, so that's what I did. And here I'm placing a TV, and of course it has to be an older one because in the 80s I think we didn't have those flat screen ones. Yeah, and I gave them this music box here because it's a musical Rockstar sim, so there are also quite a lot of instruments everywhere. So there's this keyboard, and I'm placing guitars like everywhere in the house, I think. And there's another keyboard in the garage, but you will see that later on. And this wall here, I think that's my favorite, or the whole living room is my favorite room, I think. Because the wall behind this sideboard here, which I created with the eco lifestyle, and I think it's Parenthood, but with those surface things. Yeah, I'm placing down so much posters on the wall, and I really adore that. I think it's so beautiful, and it really reminds me of my own home or my own kids' room. I think when I was younger, I had like those posters everywhere in my room, like really everywhere. There was not a single free space on the wall, and even the ceiling, I had posters everywhere. And yeah, that was quite a weird phase of my life, but whatever. So here I'm just searching the whole decorations menu and picking out everything I thought that would suit the whole vibe and the 80s vibe I was going for. So yeah, I will place down a lot of items just randomly in the bedroom here, just that I don't forget about them, and put them out of the catalog. And yeah, I'm also using this plant here from the Movie Hangout stuff pack, and another plant, and yeah, I've placed on 3 plants from that pack. And yeah, here I'm just decorating this little sideboard with a plant and another plant. Yeah, there are quite a few plants also in the whole house, but I hope you think that's okay. I don't know if people in the 80s were like plant obsessed like we are now. I think this is becoming a thing, that you have more plants than like some years ago. Or is it just me who thinks that? I don't know. Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out which walls or which decorations I want to put on which walls. So yeah, and here I'm using, I think it's from City Living, this, how is it called, like an advertisement thing, but I end up deleting it later on and placing a garage door on the inside of the garage as well, because I thought that it's more realistic. Yeah, so I think the living area is almost finished, and yeah, just adding some more lights everywhere. And oh, I was super happy to find these pictures which came with Get Famous. There's like a guitar on the picture, and yeah, you will see it later on again. It was pretty fast now and it went away, so yeah. Now just placing some more fairy lights, and yeah, figuring out where I want the guitars to be, and putting some more clutter everywhere. And I really do hope that this room is like not too colorful or like overwhelming colorful, if you know what I mean, because this can happen quite fast, I think, but I don't know, I like how it looks, so yeah. And I've also playtested the whole house, so it is functional. I think in the bathroom I had to delete a ceiling lamp, but we are not even at the bathroom now, so why am I talking about that now? I don't know. So here's a little dining area, and I've used these chairs which came with City Living, and the table is from base game. It came with an update we got some months ago, I think, already. So yeah, and now I'm placing some chairs from Parenthood, and these chairs have actually quite fun swatches, so that's quite nice, and I don't think that I've ever used them before, but I definitely should do that more often because they look pretty nice and they have a nice pattern to them, I think. And yeah, next to it I'm placing this lamp which came with City Living, and it's an unlockable lamp, I think. You can you have to buy it from the flea market, or you can just use a cheat. Like, that's what I did. Yeah, the cheat is bb.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement, I think. It's a super long cheat, but yeah. And with that cheat you can just place down all of the items from the build and buy, and you don't have to like unlock them. So that's pretty nice. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just placing some more decorations here and there, and yeah, I think everything is a little bit repeating here in the build, and I don't have that much to talk about. But now we are at the kitchen, and I've tried to make more colors here by switching up the stove and the fridge, but yeah, at first it was too colorful and it didn't suit it and fit, so I changed that up again. And now that I'm seeing it, I also gave the sim living here a dog, so I thought that was quite nice that a Rockstar is living here with his dog and whatever. So there are these, how is it called, those pet bowls, is that how you say it? I hope so. And there's also a bathtub so that you can like clean your dogs. Also, one thing that I really haven't playtested yet, but I heard about that, is that you can bath your toddlers in the sink, and I just have to ask, is that right? Is that possible now? Because that would make like the builds for toddler or for families with toddlers like so much easier, because you don't have to place down a bathtub because they take up a lot of space, and if you're doing like a tiny home, it's way more nicer if you don't have to place down a bathtub and just go with a shower. So tell me in the comments if that is true. I haven't tried that out yet, and I don't think that I will have any time to do some gameplay soon. Even though I really want to do gameplay with the new pack. I think I'm going to do that, but I'm not playing. My family has no toddler, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe I will try it out myself, but whatever. Yeah, here is the bathroom. So I quite enjoy it because it has this weird colors to it, and at first I really wanted to do like an avocado bathroom with this really green toilet, but it didn't felt right. It was just not matching, so I went with a yellow color scheme, and I used this floor tiles, which are base game, I think, and they look so horrible. They really, I think they look horrible, but I think it's pretty suiting for an 80s build, so yeah. And here I'm decorating the inside, not the inside, it is the inside, but the entryway, that's how you call it, yeah. And now we are already at the bedroom. So here are all of the pictures and wall decorations that I've placed down from the catalog earlier, and yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out where they would go. And also this picture here on the wall, it gives me some 80s vibe, but if you look closer it would probably doesn't make that much sense, because did you have, you do have headphones in the 80s, I think. So it does make sense. Okay, nice. But I really have to say I'm a 90s kid and I have not that much knowledge about the 80s, so I'm sorry if something in this build is like not fitting. I will also like call the build 80s inspired, I think, and not really 80s, because I'm really not sure if I managed that to catch this 80s vibe. but I really do hope so, because it's something totally different than I'm normally doing. I really do like colorful builds, but not like that crazy. Or I like them, but I don't do them often, so yeah. And here I'm also giving them a desk area, but I didn't place down a computer because I thought it's the 80s. I don't think that we had computers back then, but again, I could be wrong. I really suck at history. It's really not my subject. I don't know. So I'm really not that interested in history, or sometimes I am. Sometimes it could be like really interesting, but like in school, I don't know. I don't think that it was not my subject, but yeah. So now we are finished with the bedroom, I think. Almost finished. Just switching up some things. Oh, and I placed down this ottoman by from City Living, I think. Is that how you call it? I think it's an ottoman. I hope so. Yeah, so from City Living, right next to the bed, because I like that. And now we are coming on to the garage. And yeah, I thought that this was some kind of like a place where the sim living here does music and maybe like hang out with some friends, and yeah, maybe with his band, or this is where they are practicing a little bit. I don't know. So yeah, but we are shortly coming to the end of the video, and yeah, it's a longer one this time. So if you stayed until now, then congratulations. I'm thankful for that. And yeah, so I really do hope that you liked the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe, because that really helps me out. It's yeah, that helps me out, so it would be super nice of you if you do that. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. And yeah, you can download the build from the gallery. My ID is written down in the description box as always. And I hope I will see you all in my next video. So goodbye.